Beat the Streets is a youth wrestling organization based here in New York City. Our mission is to change kids' lives through sport, specifically wrestling.
Beat the Streets is a very dynamic youth wrestling organization that works in conjunction with the department, more specifically the Public Schools Athletic League, to really help promote the sport of wrestling within the New York City Department of Education.
Beat the Streets is an opportunity. It gives these kids a chance to do something with their lives that they don't necessarily have access to on their own. They can belong to something bigger than themselves and really learn what they're capable of.
Beat the Streets has opened up doors that we never could have. Wrestling has made possibility open up for some kids to get to college who may never have without a wrestling scholarship.
When we think about wrestling, it's a sport that teaches kids great life lessons: toughness, discipline, perseverance.
When I go to Beat the Street, I always work hard, like listen to the coaches, follow what they're doing, try to learn more, and actually practice it myself and get better.
Beat the Street supports them, of course, in wrestling, but what it also does is it supports that student emotionally, socially, and academically.
One of the unique things about Beat the Streets is that we are helping these programs by providing the essentials, by providing the shoes, the mats, the uniforms. We send the kids to summer camp, whether they want to go to a camp that's hosted on a college campus so they get the experience of seeing what a college campus looks like, and to broaden their understanding of other individuals who may not come from the same place as they do.
If tests and challenges make us stronger, no other activity offers as many challenges and in as many different ways as wrestling does.
It's so important for kids to have opportunities like this. The boys and girls that come out of this program go to college. It's not just graduating high school. They're going to colleges, good colleges. They're getting good jobs. They're being active members of society. And one of the best things that society can have is the younger generation doing well.
They're learning that they have the capacity for greatness. So these students, they realize, oh, I can be great at wrestling. Well, what else can I excel at?
Beat the Streets is all about the coaches. We see ourselves as a support organization. The coaches really are the agents of change. They're the guys who are on the front line on a day-to-day basis, caring about kids, mentoring kids, and hopefully encouraging kids.
A good coach is there to teach a kid how to become a better wrestler and ultimately how to become a better person.
For me to be part of Beat the Streets is an incredible development, not only as a coach, but as a person. And it's something I'll always remember, and it's a part of my life that's really been special.
If you talk to any of the leadership of Beat the Streets, or quite frankly any of the coaches, you'll hear common goals, and it's really development of the kids. We're going to see kids grow discipline, grow confidence, and grow toughness. And I think those are the attributes that wrestlers take from the mat into real life.
The reason why this program is so important for the future, for the individual child, is that it sets them on the right path. That by being part of Beat the Streets, it not only supports them kind of academically on their way to college, on their way to jobs, but also socially and emotionally.
Wrestling's come a long way. Before Beat the Streets got started, there were only 17 high school programs in the city, less than 300 kids wrestling. Now there's 64 high school programs, and we had 35 active middle school programs. But we're up to over 2,500 kids now, and it's amazing.
The wrestling champions now are stars. They're very well known. It brings a real shine to the whole school when you have a picture hanging up on the wall of two of your students that made the Mayor's Cup. I mean, it's got a little prestige to it.
If I had to thank Beat the Streets for one thing, it would be how much the coaches there clearly care about the kids. They commit themselves beyond the wrestling mat to making these kids into good people and making their lives better.
I feel like I'm bridging the gap. I'm like a liaison to the younger kids because I just graduated out and I'm coming right back to help out the programs.
What Beat the Streets to me is opportunity for kids to come in and be a part of something that's bigger than them, and be a part of a group of coaches, volunteers, and staff that ultimately care only for that child's well-being. And we do everything we can to make sure that they're using wrestling as a buoy, wrestling as a vehicle to drive them, to post-high school and post-college success. That's where we want to be.
What Beat the Streets means, I think, metaphorically, is this idea that our students are going to do better than just being on the street. By creating such wonderful young men and women, they then want to give back to this program. They love this program. They come back, they want to give back. And then that example of somebody who's been through the program becomes even more real for that student who's in the program. Here are actual people who came to your school, who went to your school, who look just like you, who come from the same neighborhood that you come from, who had the same background as you, and look at what they've been able to do. And why have they been able to do it? Because of Beat the Streets.